We're up in Lake Forest, the Aliso Creek Trail. Not far from Saddleback Church. This time of year there's no water in the creek. But there will be soon when the rainy season comes. When the rainy season comes along, there will be water there. And we'll come back and check it out. Actually prefer the trail over there. This one has too many bicycles. I think you're gonna go over there. Wanna go over there, Millie? You don't get as much distraction on that side. So we're parked just off of Toro. Parking spot there. Can't wait for rainy season to come. And this will be full of water, and things will be a lot greener. Couple months, maybe sooner if we're lucky. Maybe next month. That would be nice. All right. So we cross right here. Came from across there, and we're going to take the trail over on that side. The Aliso Creek trails go from Santiago Canyon Road all the way down into Laguna Niguel. Off Aliso and Aliso Creek, and a little bit beyond that even. And we've been on all those, all up and down this trail, one into the other, about 15 miles. Not at the same time, of course. And this is the gravel side. Goes right by Saddleback over there. Saddleback Church over there. We're gonna go this way. See what we got. Huh, those are new homes up there. Guess we haven't been here for a while. Used to come up here a lot more of them. We lived in Melinda Heights. It's a lot closer. That's the Tollway. And I believe the bridge we started under should be the bridge from Marguerite going from El Toro across to get to Saddleback Church. That's where we parked. And that's the tollway over there, as I already said. A lot more natural vegetation along this trail. Or California native vegetation, I should say. And a mixture of stuff that settlers brought and grows here now. Mostly, let's see, those are probably live oak trees, but there are some trees that originally came from other parts of the country. Settlers came here, brought their seeds. So there's a lot of vegetation that's not native. Kind of a mix around here. Native and not native. Parts of this trail is rugged and steep. Very popular with dirt bikers. Mountain bikers. I used to ride my mountain bike up and down here. It's a challenge. We're not going to get too carried away today. I think we're just going to go up under the tollway up here. Have a look around. Turn around and come back. Always be on the lookout for wildlife that may not be friendly to dogs. A lot of people use these trails, so daytime is very rare to see wildlife that might do harm. Not the place to be at night with a dog. It's a pretty open view, so we can see if something's coming. But they pretty much avoid us anyway. That's the southbound side of this tollway. And that's the northbound side of the tollway. California 241. Over the years, we've walked all around. That neighborhood, beyond that, Melinda Heights, where we lived when we first got Millie. Some new homes up here. A lot of new homes get built around here. That neighborhood's been built since we lived here. We moved up down to Laguna Niguel 2015. That neighborhood wasn't here. And they're still building more new ones. Zoom in for a second. Alright, we don't want to get too carried away. So we're going to turn around and head back the way we came. My brother Jim lives here. I'm sure he would want to walk these trails for miles and miles around, like Millie and I used to do. His dogs are younger. Millie's 15. He gets around really good, but we can't take the long walks we used to. We still take some decent ones. But Jim's dogs are younger, so he'd come out here. He'd take those trails all around. All around, and they go way up into the mountains, and they go over there. So it's an interesting mixture of nature and man-made stuff, like the Tollway. Native stuff and imported. These appear to be native. There's another new neighborhood that wasn't there when we moved to Laguna Niguel, that neighborhood. In fact, I think it's only a couple years old. Anyway, that's a fairly new one. look at the canyon, little canyon down there. We'll come back after it rains a few times. Show you how different it'll look then. We went further up the trail, a couple miles. We get to quieter areas away from these roads. But that would be a pretty long walk from here. We can find a place up there and park, check out, get more nature sounds and less traffic sounds. It's still a nice walk, even with the traffic sounds. And it looks really cool in the winter after it rains. Yeah, that's the road up there. Heading into Saddleback Church. So we're parked just the other side of that bridge. This spot's a little steep. You gotta watch your, definitely gotta watch your step right here. Millie's more nimble-footed than I am, and she's got 4 feet, which I'm sure helps her better traction. But I'm taking it slow. There's a lot of loose dirt too. I'm not a fan of falling on my butt. I'd rather keep standing and walking. Oh, I have fallen that time. Oh. But I've been fine. When I rode my bicycle up to the top of the Saddleback Mountains years ago on the way back, I went a little too fast, turned my head, and hit the gravel. I still have a mark on my calf, on my shins from that. That was a long time ago when Millie wasn't with me. I was on the bicycle. I had thought to get a pedometer for Millie when we first started walking places. We'd probably find that we've walked thousands of miles over the past 13 years. if not tens of thousands of miles. Definitely thousands of miles. We used to really cover a lot of territory. We still do decent, no? Oh yeah, she's like, we're back at the crossing. This is where we cross. Crossing back, or are we walking some more? We'll just walk up. We're up underneath the end of Marguerite. We'll just walk up. Oop. Kick this stick on the ground. We'll just walk up to the top of this little bitty hill here. See what's up there before we head back. Well, Millie feels like walking today, because it's her idea to walk down here. We've been together a long time. Our grandkids used to joke that we share one brain. Apparently Millie's share of the brain is the one directing traffic right now. Okay. I believe that's part of Saddleback right there. Saddleback Church. Above us, I believe that is the side of the main sanctuary. Haven't been there in a while. We've been going to church in a lot closer when we moved. But we used to go there for a few years. I once sang in the choir with Rick Machow. Well, Rick Machow was in front of me. I was in the choir. Father's Day, we did a little concert that he led. And a male choir of 75, I think. And I was one of them. That was kind of fun. Well, Millie, how much further do you think we should go? We don't want to wait for it to get too hot. It's a cool day. Its marine layer is starting to break up. So we want to get back before the marine layer breaks up. Okay. Tell you what, Millie, let's compromise. We'll turn around right about here. That way we won't be too worn out when we get back. Good idea? Yep, she's pointing the other way now. One more look. I'm pretty sure that's the main sanctuary. The side of the main sanctuary at Saddleback Church. Yeah, yes it is. Somewhere they've got a lookout, little lookout bridge. There you go and look out over this stuff. Alright, we're heading back this way. A lot of places like this around here where you got the sounds of the city and you've got nature, and it just kind of all blends together. We put a cross down there, and we'll cross back where we crossed last time. I don't think there's another place out here we can cross. That means we gotta climb that hill. You insisted we go down, Millie. We gotta climb back up it. Okay. A lot of birds out here. Just wanted to pause for a minute, give you a chance to hear some of them. All right. A piece of wood. I bet that came from one of these plants. Alright, here's where we crossed before. Definitely get some exercise around here. Those tracks right there, why you don't, well, that's my foot, why you don't want to be here at night with your dog. Because that thing looks big. Feet are that big, it probably would be big. But it's the middle of the day, and we can see pretty good. Oops. Pardon me for that brief incursion. Alright, come on, Millie. Let's get across. Feels nice and cool under here, even when there's not water in the creek. After a good rain, we wouldn't be able to cross here. There would be too much water. It would be too deep. See how the water from past winters rains have cut through this rock. So I guess it can get all the way up here. We'll have to find a different way to explore this area during the rainy season. Right now this works. As long as it's still dry. I just have to figure out how to get down there without falling on my butt. I see where I need to step. Millie's waiting for me. She would have already jumped down if she wasn't waiting for me. So I think I step, and you have to be careful where I step because these rocks can be loose. And I don't want to fall on my butt. Millie might think that's funny, but I don't think I would. So let me check out where I should step next. About there, I think. Very carefully. Oh! So we made it down there, and here's our trail, parked right up there. And we're ready to get back. Have some lunch and take a break. So we're parked in this parking lot over here. And ready to head home. So it's perfect time to say goodbye. Catch you later. Adios amigos. And we'll see you again soon.